to the Department Travel Charge Card Risk Assessment Instrument Training. For the next few minutes, I'll be speaking to you about the new risk assessment instrument, showing you its functionality, and how to use it for your risk assessments. As always, if you have any questions on using the assessment, please contact the customer support queue. In the HHS Annual Travel Charge Management Plan, Section 7.2 references the need for a risk self-assessment for each operating division program. The management plan states that operating divisions will perform a self-assessment of their respective programs each quarter and report the results to the department quarterly, and that the department's combined risk assessment rating will be reported to the HHS Travel Governance Council as the department's risk health. The self-assessment criteria and reporting tool will be produced by the Program Support Center and implemented as a program management activity. The legacy risk assessment tool has been used for the last several years, but has had some challenges. Some of the challenges with the legacy tool include not aligning with the travel charge card management plan. It included 19 control activities, contained ambiguous language for certain activities, and only returned 43% of the operating divisions for completed tools. The new instrument directly aligns to the annual HHS Travel Charge Card Management Plan. It traces risk from the department level to the program management level, which connects the dots of risk and activity. It's simplified with only 10 risk self-assessment activities to perform. It takes about 1.5 minutes of each workday to perform, or roughly 90 minutes a quarter. Additionally, if you've never completed a travel charge card risk self-assessment or an associate activity, then you'll need to invest in learning how to do it correctly, getting organized and learning which reports, etc. should be used. The self-assessment leverages existing reports, follows a pre-designed framework to enable it to be performed properly without being overly burdensome, while enabling the overall risk reduction effort to be met. There are only 10 risk self-assessment activities to perform. We determined that it only takes about 9 minutes, or no more than 9 minutes for each one, which is a total of 90 minutes total, and that's per quarter. Some AOPCs will be able to determine ways to perform the activities more quickly, such as by scheduling reports using automation, or etc. We do encourage this. Let's look at the training now. Let's look at the instrument. Here's a copy of the instrument. As always, you can put in your Optiv name, and it's a drop-down list of the Optiv. It's kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. There we go. So we'll just use the first one here, and the date of assessment. From here, I can put in the current date. And now we can go down to only one of the 10 qualifications here. So beginning here on the very left is the Travel Charge Card Management Plan reference. So what this does is this is how each assessment question goes toward the Travel Charge Card Management Plan. This specific one goes to the key management officials. It then gives you a risk statement. It tells you what is the risk, then gives you guidance on how to control, mitigate, or reduce that risk. From here, it shows the actual assessment activity and tells you what you should be doing to properly assess your program and the program's risk. From there, it gives you the qualifications on what the high, medium, and low score is. As with a legacy program, you can go to your risk level and simply click on a drop-down list. You've got high risk, medium risk, and low risk. As it's chosen, it will tell you what the overall risk is based on the average of all of your various risks. Now, one of the differences between this one and the legacy is it now cross-references to separate documentation to further explain what it's asking. It'll give you an explanation of what that individual risk is and the risk value. It goes over the specific strategies and model, as well as the various controlled activities you'll be asked to do. In addition, it will reference the individual Travel Charge Card Management Plan area and let you look at that specific area after you go through the assessment. Let me bring that up, which is right here. That way you can see how it completely aligns to the travel charge card management plan in itself. Once it's completed, it can be done and turned in directly through the CSQ as always. Each quarter can be represented here. And that way you can have an entire year's worth of information. If you have any questions, please contact us through the CSQ. We'd be happy to answer them. Thank you for your attention.